Hey, Andre Cruz here, and on behalf of the Fittest League, I want to thank you for making our winter weightlifting throwdown a huge success. We had a blast, and we hope you did too. While you're here, I want to remind you to follow us on Instagram at the Fittest League, friend us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube page, you're watching it right now, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Now, without further ado, it's time to see how good you look lifting with color commentary from me, Cruise Control.
All right, Mr. Rourke, not too bad of a setup there. Chest is up the entire time, butt dropped back on the catch. Same thing on this one, pretty nice job. Now we're going to slow it down a little bit for your third lift. Now for your setup, I'd like to see your legs a little bit closer together. The more narrow they are, the more powerful you'll be in a jumping position. Chest is up nice and tall here. Now as we stand up, you want to think about shoving your knees a little bit more to the outside. So we get some nice extension here. Now at this point, you just need to get your butt under it, which you kind of put the pressure on your knees instead of absorbing the impact on your hips. Gotta trust your legs, man. Obviously, there's a little bit of a press out there. Doesn't count in the weightlifting world, but in CrossFit, that would count all day. For your clean and jerk, I'm going to break down the first one because they all look pretty similar. Would like to see the feet a little bit more narrow, and I want to see the knees shove out a little bit more as we stand up. Notice how your back is forward instead of being nice and upright with the torso. Elbows bent a little bit early there, but still managed to save it. Would like to see the elbows swoop forward a little bit more in that receiving position in the front rack, but not bad. Would also like to see the feet reset into more of a narrow position here. Once again, we are more powerful in jumping with more narrow feet, but very easy jerk for you here. Do a nice job of getting under it. Would like to see the hips go back a little bit more on the catch, thinking more of a squat instead of knee flexion, but overall, pretty nice lift. And your biggest fan over there on the left seems to think you did a pretty nice job as well. So same thing here, would like to see the knees shove out with a little more of a vertical torso, a little faster on the elbows, still a solid jerk. And here would like to see you receive it in more of a squat-esque position instead of just that knee flexion, which we keep seeing, but not too bad of a job. Overall, I think if you work a little bit more on positioning with your feet in the beginning with a more narrow stance, think about shoving the knees out, that will help you to keep a more upright torso so that when you go to receive that barbell overhead or on your shoulders, it will make catching it a little bit easier. Also will allow you to absorb the impact with your hips instead of just putting all of that impact on your knees. And remember, when you go in to do your jerks, reset those feet into a more narrow position. Remember, narrow is powerful, and then jump down into a wider stance for the jerk. Overall, really nice job.